Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us today on the Real Estate Podcast. I am Todd Sumney, the Chief Industry Officer for HomeSmart International. And the purpose of the Real Estate Podcast is to share smart real estate strategies to accelerate your real estate business, and also to share tips and tricks and secrets of top producing agents all around the country with other top producing agents. And today's topic is one of those secrets that a lot of top agents tell me that they do, or that I've discovered that they do when I'm interviewing them and asking them about how they grow their business and how they do so many transactions. So today's topic is about creating a marketing calendar, and more importantly, about creating an automated marketing calendar. How do you create an automatic marketing calendar, and how do you then use these calendars in your sphere of influence marketing, in your prospecting, and in your lead generation? And these are both very powerful tools that, again, help you with that, with lead generation and staying in touch with your sphere. So often on this podcast or in the marketing training classes here at HomeSmart, we will talk about the industry statistics will tell you that 92% of customers love their realtor the year that they buy or sell a home. They love their realtor. They would use them again. They would refer them to a friend. And 5 years later, only 13% of customers actually do use the realtor for a second transaction. And so why is that? What is that that is responsible for such a change in the percentage from 92% to 13%? And we will talk about how it's often because the consumer has lost complete contact with the realtor, or more importantly, the other way around. It's that the realtor has lost complete contact or complete engagement. They have no engagement with the consumer at all after that year one or after the transaction. So we often talk about building a database, having a contact list of your contacts and your sphere of influence and your past customers, and of any and all customers, prospects, leads, anything, and putting that into a database. So that's where up on the screen, if you're following on YouTube, you can see the recipe there: build, expand, engage. So you have to have some sort of a database, build something, but then you need to expand it on a regular basis. Add new contacts, new leads into the system and into your database. And then this is the important part about engaging and staying in front of your customers and engaging that sphere of influence and that database, those past customers, on a regular basis. So in the marketing essentials classes, the secrets of top producing agents classes, we talk about an action item for all agents, and for all of you listening today. If you are a real estate professional, you need to build a marketing calendar, or if you have a calendar, we're going to automate that calendar and take it to the next level and make it very proactive in a minute here. But first, let's talk about just building a marketing calendar. And one simple way to think about a marketing calendar is that you should be in front of your customers 24 times a year at a minimum, meaning that twice a month your customer is seeing something from you, or you have some sort of an engagement with your customer on the 1st of the month and the 15th of the month, or at least twice a month throughout the month. And if there's 12 months in a year, if you do that twice a month, that's 24 times in a year that you are engaging with your customer, staying in front of your customer. And that's how you maintain top of mind awareness. And more importantly, that's how you maintain the relationships that we have with our customers. And real estate is so much about the relationship and our servant relationship to our customers, and helping our customers buy and sell real estate. So one of the simple ways to think about, okay, a 24-time marketing calendar is to simply just create a list and write down in one column the 1st of the month, the 15th of the month of every month of the year. So if you're following again on the screen, you see up on the screen, I have a 2-column graphic up on the screen. On the left column, it says January 1st, January 15th, February 1st, February 15th, March 1st, March 15th, etc. And next to each date is a blank line, and there are a total of 24 blank lines. However, I've already taken the liberty of filling in January 1st and July 1st. So January 1st, one simple little idea, one marketing item that you could do is to wish everyone in your sphere a happy new year, to send out some sort of happy new year marketing, whether it be a newsletter, an e-card, a New Year's card, a social media post, a video, whatever it might be. Then January 1st should be the topic, or the content could be Happy New Year. July 1st, that's right around the 4th of July. Happy 4th of July is what I filled in around July, the 4th of July. So the point of this exercise is that agents will often tell me, I'm so busy, I don't know how I would stay in touch with my customer 24 times a year. And I'm trying to show visibly how easily it could be by just creating a little list. I've already got 2 of your 24 filled in. And in addition, because I've been asked so many times by agents, well, I don't know what to talk about, or I don't know what I would say, or how I would stay in front of my customers 24 times a year, I've created another graphic, which is up on the screen if you're following on YouTube, where I have all of the holidays. I have a column for tips. I have kind of some timely events happening in January, February, March, April, etc. on a column on the right. So if you look on the screen right here, just in the holidays alone, we have Happy New Year, Martin Luther King Day, Valentine's Day, President's Day, Mardi Gras, Chinese New Year, St. Patrick's Day, Easter, Cinco de Mayo, etc. And then next to it, I have tips, and you have grilling tips, water safety, keeping cool, holiday recipes, spring cleaning, do-it-yourself tips. Those are all great ideas for content. You can do drawings, giveaways, open houses, etc. Then on the right-hand column, I have timely events that happen throughout the year. So for example, in January, we have the college football championships. We have the Pro Bowl. February, we have the Super Bowl. We have some big golf tournament events. March, we have March Madness. April, the Masters tournament. You have the Boston Marathon. In May, you have the Kentucky Derby. And if you think about, again, staying in front of your customers, those things are timely, and those are great ideas. So there's more than 24 ideas up on the screen. So other ideas as well, other than those holidays or those timely events, or ways that you can execute those holidays and those timely events, is by looking at the different mediums that I have listed up on the screen right now, which can be anything from an email, a call, a text, a postcard, an e-card, a video, a social media post, a handwritten note, a newsletter, a magazine, whatever it might be. E-cards, like some of those things that I just talked about a moment ago, you could do a social media post for Thanksgiving. You could do an inspirational graphic in August, etc. There's so many different ideas. So I want to flip through real quick other ideas that you could put on a marketing calendar. Inspirational graphics are the #1 most shared thing on social media. So up on the screen, there's a graphic that says, whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. That's a famous post made into a nice little social media graphic that if you posted that, other people may share your post, and then other people share your post. And so one of the things you could do is, if you create 10 inspirational graphics, right there is 10 of your 24 items throughout a year where you're staying in front of your customers. Or you're doing thank you cards, or you're doing pop buys, or whatever it might be. Here's other examples of social media graphics: 4th of July, Thanksgiving, maybe even a graphic that is information related, like 6 steps to selling your home. Somebody clicks on the graphic and you share the information, or the 6 steps that they need to know. You can also share awards and graphics. Up on the screen, I have the Real Trends ranking of the 5th largest brokerage in the United States, the HomeSmart, ranked #5. That would be a great email. That's a great text. That's a great social media post. You could use that in a newsletter, in a graphic, in an update. Up on the screen, I have our Smart SES, which is our search engine syndication, search engine submission tool, where when you give us a listing, we syndicate it out or push it out to over 700 or over 1,000 different websites throughout the world. And here's a image about, the lighted yard sign or a cover of real estate magazine. That can be both an e-card, that can be a postcard, that can be a newsletter. You've got all different kinds of postcards and e-cards, like put my experience, knowledge, service, and professionalism to work for you, or just sold, just listed, find out how much your home is worth. All of those types of items can fall into your 24 time a year graphic. You can even do questionnaires or guides. We have all kinds of free guides that you can download. Here's a first-time homebuyer guide. Here's a financing guide. Here's a seller guide, a buyer guide, buyer questionnaire, etc. So all of those types of things could go on your marketing calendar. And lastly, I have up on the screen here a screenshot of a social media graphic, someone marketing open houses. Top agents will often even schedule their social media so that on the 1st of the month, they're marketing homes. On the 15th of the month, they're marketing different priced homes so they can cover different price points. So you might do luxury homes on the 15th. You do lower priced homes, on the 1st of the month. A lot of agents do it every week. And a simple way is to put it on your calendar to do it every single week. And that way you don't have to think about it. You can just execute when it comes up on your calendar. So again, all of you, feel free to copy all of these ideas I have up on the screen and put them to work for you. Create a simple list, and at a minimum, let's do 24 times a year for the next year to make sure we stay engaged with our sphere of influence and our customer base. Now I want to take it to the next level here, and I'll finish up the podcast here real quick, but I want to talk about creating an automated marketing calendar. And I was interviewing one of our agents. I want to give her credit for this. Samantha Durand, one of our top agents in Rhode Island. Big shout out to you, Samantha. We were recording an interview with you one day, and you were talking about how you created an automated marketing calendar because you use Gmail. So those of you that, again, are following in YouTube and can see the screen, I have up on the screen a screenshot of a calendar in Gmail. And on the left-hand column, there is a button down in the bottom left-hand corner, and it says Other Calendars. And next to it, there's a little plus sign. And if you click on that Other Calendars button, what will happen is a drop-down menu will pull up, and it'll allow you to create a new calendar, to subscribe to a calendar, to do some other things. But for our purposes today, we want to hit that plus sign and create a new calendar. And what you can do once you've created that new calendar is that calendar can become a marketing calendar, and you can schedule your automated marketing on the 1st of the month and on the 15th of the month. So what you do is you go into your calendar after you have it created, and you add an appointment on the 1st of the month. And you say, this is a reoccurring appointment on the 1st of the month, every single month. And it goes on in perpetuity. It does not end. This is a recurring appointment forever, every single month. And you can set a notification where you can be notified 7 days early. So you get notified a couple days early. Remember, 1st of the month, you need to do some marketing. And you do another one on the 15th. And it's your 2x, your 24x marketing time on the 1st, and on the 15th, you should have appointments. On the 15th, it's a recurring appointment every month on the 15th. And then this is where Samantha told me what I thought was genius. And I apologize, Samantha, I don't mean to put words in your mouth, but I'm remembering our conversation. And if you want to go back and listen to Samantha's recording, I believe it was in our database builder webinar series. And she was talking about how she manages her database and manages her sphere and engages her sphere. And this was one of the ways that she does that, because she created this calendar called Special Days and Birthdays. And if I remember correctly, she was saying that, she would log on to Facebook every day. She would wish people happy birthday. And she would talk, anniversaries or other special events that happen, like their son goes away to school or graduates from high school, and she would comment on these posts, but she realized that she wanted to be more proactive and begin to track those types of events. And also, as I've shared this around the country, with other agents. They've shared with me how they're using it, so I'm going to share all of that. A lot of our agents then, they will go in and they will put in all those special days and anniversaries as they track them on Facebook or on other social media platforms, and they will make a calendar event, and they will make it be a recurring event for every year or for a certain amount of time frame. And then here's the important part about making it proactive. They get notified 7 days in advance. So for example, up on the screen, I have on the 12th of the month, I have that it's Todd's birthday. And that you'd go in, create an appointment. On the 12th of the month, it is an annual every year on that it's Todd's birthday on this particular month. And on the 12th, set it for a reoccurring appointment and remind me a week in advance that it's Todd's birthday. And that way, Samantha could be one of the first ones to reach out, tell everyone, tell them happy birthday, maybe go try to meet them for coffee, meet them for a happy hour or something like that, or maybe even take them a little pop by, a gift. Maybe she created some gift bags that she had ready to go ahead of time. So when she got notified a week in advance, she'd grab a little gift bag and then go try to stop by and see them and give them a little gift bag or a birthday card or whatever it might be. And she said that it turned her business from being reactive to being very proactive, and also to be much more efficient because she could see everything right there on her calendar. And it was like little checklists, and she loves lists. She loves organization, and it could really help her, do more in a shorter amount of time period. So just walking through up on the screen, because like I said, I've been sharing this with other agents around the country, and I'm hearing ideas what other agents are using it for. So for example, some agents will track wedding anniversaries. They will track work anniversaries. So when somebody starts a new job, they might even put in there an appointment 3 months from now. Remind me, Michael started a new job today, and 3 months from now, I want to check in with him about how his new job is going. And I also want today's appointment, though, his starting the new job, to be an annual every year. So a year from now, I can wish Michael, hey, happy work anniversary. It's been a year since you started your new job. How are you doing? That type of thing. When you sell a customer a home, you put it in here and you set it for a recurring appointment every year. In addition, the first year that you sell them a home, you put something on the calendar in 30 days, in 90 days, in 6 months, and you touch base with them. Hey, it's been 90 days since you've moved in. How's your home warranty doing? How's the home? How do you love it? I just wanted to circle back with you, make sure you're happy. And again, now you're setting a foundation of staying in touch with that customer. And then the yearly appointment every year. It was a year ago today I sold the Smiths a home in this particular neighborhood. Remind me 7 days early, and then you can stay in touch with them. Other ideas, when sons or children graduate from military academy or from high school or from college, you can, when you have buyers, when you have sellers, etc., or somebody's wedding, whatever it might be. And then if you'll notice up on the screen, you'll see I have all those special days and anniversaries, but I also have on the 15th of the month, it's my marketing calendar item 24X. From 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. in the morning, I need to make sure that I'm doing one of the two marketing pieces every single month. You can also put on like texting Thursday every week, every Thursday, just a couple times a month, whatever you want. But now it's on your marketing calendar, and this is all the marketing that you're supposed to be doing. Social media posts when you're doing open houses. I need to have the social media post go out on Monday for my open houses that are on Saturday, because I really need to be marketing it for 5 days or for a week or 2 weeks prior to the open house to get maximum results. So as you begin to put these appointments on your marketing calendar, then you can turn your marketing calendar on and off so it doesn't interfere with your other calendar for meetings, appointments, lunches, etc. And the agents that I've heard that are doing this, after a year, they have a calendar that is really full. And it is full of sphere of influence, important days and events. And then they, the next year, proactively stay in touch with those people. And then they add new ones in. And in year 2, the calendar gets even more robust. In year 3, it gets even more robust. And if you do this over time, you build a solid network and sphere of influence that you can really influence and serve as a real estate professional. So I really highly recommend that you, number one, at least build a marketing calendar with 24X, or build an automated marketing calendar, put the 24X marketing on the automated calendar, track other events, and really make it a proactive tool for you. One last little idea. I do know of some agents that when they start to create this automated calendar, they proactively go out and they buy some little bottles of champagne or wine or sparkling cider, and they create little gift bags. So they have different gift bags for birthdays, for anniversaries, maybe different gift bags for male, people in my sphere, females. You create little thank you cards. So you go out, you buy 25 birthday cards, you buy 25 graduation cards, 25 wedding anniversary cards, and you have them in your office all ready to go. There's one agent in particular I know, she took a Saturday and she created all these little gift bags and stuffed them with the tissue paper and the little goodies inside. And now when an event comes up, she can either go to her office, grab a card, she can grab a little goodie bag to do a little pop by. She might even grab a small little bottle of wine or a little gift of some sort that she has. And she will then basically, hey, go stop by or try to set an appointment, go have coffee, meet with someone, and they're proactive. Now, the proactive part about that is they don't have to then go scramble and do all that stuff. It's all sitting in their office. All they have to do is see it on their calendar, grab it, and then go execute. And then that way, only a couple times a year do they have to stop, create the gift bags, create the gifts, etc. Go buy the Hallmark cards, etc. And otherwise, they just know they have them always there. So great little ideas. I hope you liked today's concept of creating an automated marketing calendar. Oh, one other little thing. This morning, I was talking to an agent who was talking to me about how he's realized he needs to pay attention to life events. And so when someone posts on social media that my grandmother just went into the hospital last night, that he'll comment and he'll reach out to them and want to know how his grandma doing. But then in turn, he'll make a note on his calendar, hey, a week from now, 2 weeks from now, let's follow up and let's find out how they're doing, or when their son leaves to school, or when someone has a baby. Those life events, we were talking about automated marketing calendar, and he said, wow, I could really put those life events on the calendar and create little reminders for me too, that I need to, just stay in touch with my sphere about what's going on in their life right now today. So that's one last little idea. Use life events as well to go on your marketing calendar to follow up. So hope you've enjoyed today's topic, creating an automated marketing calendar, or creating creating a marketing calendar. And I'm Todd Sumney. I'm the Chief Industry Officer for HomeSmart International. This has been the Real Estate Podcast, and I hope you've enjoyed today's episode, and I hope to have you back to listen in on future topics. So thank you all for joining us today. I'm Todd Sumney, and I will see you on future episodes. Thank you.
Like what you're hearing on The Real Estate? Tell your friends about us. Tell them to check out all of our episodes on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and Spotify. And don't forget to send any topics you want us to tackle to therealestate@homesmart.com.